guys, this is the Buffalo Scramble. This is Caleb and Shawn here.
Hey guys, right now we're looking at a flyover of hole 1, 200-foot par 3. Triple Mando, gotta go through the gate. Gotta hit that gap there.
Jared's going with a forehand, looks like it's a Firebird.
Oh yeah.
Next up is David. Super smooth. Super straight.
This is one of the things though, if you're just throwing that straight shot, yeah, if you're just throwing that straight shot, you gotta kind of watch out for the fence line because you can go underneath it. This is Shawn over here parking the shot. Look at that.
I think that's the best I've ever thrown on this hole. I'm glad it's on tape.
Definitely a nice forehand shot to start off with if you got it.
On to hole 2. This is my favorite. This is just a putter rip. Just grip it and rip it.
Nice little elevated basket. You can choose to crash down on top of it.
Yeah, I should have got a little more hyzer on that. That would have got me a little closer to the basket.
What'd you throw on that?
That was a Warden.
Looks like Jared's forehanding probably a Firebird. Yeah, that's his pink Firebird.
And Nolan just straight at it. Look at this.
Wonder if that's
Boom.
that looks like his shield.
Doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah, it's a pretty straight shot if you have a straight flying disc. I think that's David's P2, just kind of leaves it out a little bit left.
And Nolan cashing it in.
Nice little tap in.
And a love pat for the basket. Hole 3. This one can get in your head with an OB to the right.
And to the left.
Yeah, it's been cleared out a little bit. It used to be way more rough than it is now. See the basket right there?
Pond right behind it too. Nolan starting off with a Star Max. This was a probably, I don't know if I'd say it's the right disc because it wasn't that windy, and I feel like he could have gotten a little bit more if he threw his Destroyer. Still a little short. I think that was Jarrett's Leopard 3. I'm not quite sure what David's throwing on this one. Probably a Destroyer.
Just a meat hook.
Yeah, that thing came in a little early. There wasn't much wind, but it was quite humid. It had rained in the morning and the day before, so it was a little humid.
Proud of that shot right there. That's one of my better ones.
Yeah, I heard that snap on your release. Pretty good. Jarrett with a putt. Not that far of a shot, but it can get in your head. You got the pond right behind you on the right. Oh man, this is one you wished you could have had.
Taking the par.
It's well within everybody's range, and I think that one just came down to the putting.
On to hole 4. It's right down the gut. Fade on into the basket.
Yeah, this one kind of have to hug that right side for us right-handed backhanders, and then just let it just gradually fade in there. Not much skip on the grass, but a decent shot.
Look at that.
Yeah, Jared's got that right-hand forehand and a left-hand backhand. I think that was a Thunderbird if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, David, a little early release. I see him do it, and I was like, I'm going to do that too.
Oh man, I don't know about that line. David, oh my gosh,
clutch,
look at that.
Clutch putt.
That barely snuck in there.
Our first Buffalo.
Let's see it.
Let's watch it again. Look at that confidence.
Oh man, it's starting to come down, but it catches the rim and then it bounces up.
Yes, better to be lucky than good, but David's both lucky and good.
Good one, David. Good one. This one's a very, very difficult hole in the sense that it requires a good amount of technical skill from your forehand if you want to get it up there. You have to throw a faster disc just because of the grass right now is tending to catch it. So like you need a good amount of distance.
Yeah, that low ceiling is just so tough because you want to get some height on it to get it out there. But
oh, look at that skip. That was a good skip.
That's beautiful.
I think that was his Paul Macbeth destroyer. Nolan's usually got a really good forehand, and it looks like it just got a little high on him.
Yeah, I'm throwing this. I usually am out more to my left, and early release on that, and it caught a branch.
Oh, Jared cashing in on his drive. You also cashed in on that putt. Let's see that buffa slow. There we go. So he's releasing on some hyzer, and he catches perfectly.
Anytime Jared gets up to putt, I just feel like it's going in.
Yeah, he has a pretty good range. Like if it's like within that 20 to 40 feet, like Jared's pretty solid. He's golden.
Hole 6, thumber over the top for Jarrett. It's a little off to the right. Came out of that a little early.
And again, Nolan's going over the top. See how he lands. Not too bad.
David going straight up the gut.
A little low.
Nolan, clutch
That's
putt.
a solid putt.
Let's watch it again.
Let's see. Oh man, look at all that. Look at all that lettuce that's just obstructing him, and he still manages to pull out a solid putt.
Ice water in his veins.
That was good.
A leaf in his eye.
Yeah, flex on him, Nolan. Let's go.
Yes. Hole 7. This is one of my favorites here. Just a bomber. Big grip it and rip it. Grab your destroyer and let's go.
Yeah, you got a good amount of fairway to work with. You can choose however you want to attack it. Jarrett's looks like he's trying to flex his leopard 3. It just kind of comes out a little early. David likes to sometimes rip on something a little bit understable and go on that right side, and it looks like it just kind of stood up and kept on riding. No one's ripping on it. It looks like it just caught a little bit of that tree.
Well, there's our shot.
Here's our shot.
Oh, I like it.
Like I said, it's one of my favorites. One of my favorite holes right here.
Yeah, definitely. You can tell you're up there in that shade. If you're in that last amount of shade right there, you're going to have a decent chance at running.
Check this out. Watch this. Oh, so close.
Man.
That was one of the best runs at Eagle I've ever seen on this.
This hole is kind of tricky because it has that branch that just kind of slightly obstructs that approach right here. So you have to really get those angles down.
Gave it a run though. That was the best look at an eagle I've seen ever on that hole.
You just need to get opportunities and then you can start cashing them out. So if you can get those more frequently, you're going to do good.
Island hole, 275 feet of a blind shot par 3. David's up first. Let's see what he does. Just a little OB.
Yeah, it looked a little bit high. From that tee shot, I thought that was definitely going to go out wide or left and maybe not even come in, but that thing was so stable. That was one of his Paul Macbeth destroyers, and those things are a very beefy run.
This is a solid run right here too.
Oh wow, yeah, definitely.
He had ace intentions. I feel like this one came out of my hand a little high. Tombstone.
Look at that. Look at that.
Another clutch putt from Jarrett. And off we go, on to 9.
I really like this hole. I like how you can take 2 ways to get to that first initial gap. Sometimes you can even do something a little bit more aggressive, like what Jared was trying to do. Trying to force that one down there and then let it start to come back. And
look at this bomb of a shot right here, over the top.
Wow.
Man.
Oof.
And I hope you got those guns registered.
That is up there.
Look
Obstructed, but that is a crush. Nolan kind of going with that same shot shape that Jared was.
Oh, that was so close to hitting that gap.
If he would have hit that, he would have been in circle 1. It looks like they opted not to go with David's route. They must have been pretty obstructed.
And just all these guardian trees to avoid.
I like how you kind of get to a knee and then kind of give it a...
I always feel like it gives me a better shot, like under the ceiling.
It gives you a higher window. You can kind of sneak underneath it. Yeah, I definitely
shape
agree.
it a little better.
Yeah.
Hole 10, another par 4. It's all about placement right here. Just finding this landing zone,
Ooh.
setting yourself up for your approach shot.
That, unfortunately, is not a good placement because he's OB, but let's see where Nolan... that's a good placement shot. You're right there in the middle. David looks to attack this hole. Ooh, look at that.
And it finds its way through. Look at that.
Wow.
That is the farthest I have seen anybody drive on this hole. I'm throwing my orange Justice. Lucid Justice.
That's a really great shot, too.
Not as good as David's, though. Look at this.
Ooh.
Oh! Inches.
Oh, man.
Inches from Eagle.
You know, everybody really wants it considering everybody missed on 3, so...
That's right. We're playing catch up right now. Get that stroke
Oof.
back. Had the right height, just off a little bit to the left.
Nolan going with the straddle putt.
Oh, straight at it. Man,
That was-
it's metal.
That was a great line, too. Just needed a little bit more.
Next time, hole 10. Next time.
Yeah, but like you've gotten 2 eagle opportunities so far, and that's definitely what you're going to want to do when you're scrambling. You're trying to get the best score with, 4 people shots, so...
I just love how Jarrett always hits that little gap right there at the end.
He really has a lot of confidence in his right-handed forehand, and he's a left-handed dominant player, so kind of makes it interesting.
I tried to hit that same gap, but I was just a little out wide to the left on my shot.
Was that the Justice as well
That was
again?
Justice again, yeah.
Yeah.
Another clutch putt from Jarrett. Cash money.
That hole 12, kind of a straight shot with a gradual fade to the left.
Yep, tunnel shot. Got trees left and right. Just got to hit your line, and I don't.
Jarrett's forehanding a leopard. Gives it some height. Clips and still manages to be in the fairway. Nolan.
Just a little. Oh man, if that had just cleared that tree, that would have been
Yeah.
marked.
Oh man.
Left side chains.
Again.
Left side chains.
There
it
we go.
is. Third time's the charm.
Show them how it's done. I think we need to rewind that.
And yeah, it actually went where I wanted it to that time. Never know.
Hey, went in.
It did.
This is hole 13.
Yeah, throwing my katana. Usually I can get it up over those trees, but just a little low.
Just left it a little low on the...
See what Nolan does.
Oh man, he
That's
forehanded
a crush.
his Waisaki Destroyer.
Dude, that is a country mile. Threw that a mile.
That's a good, probably 400.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking so. Jarrett's shot's good too. That's both really good.
Yeah. You know, David wants to get it up there too.
Mm-hmm. Now just a little to the right, just clipping some of that, some of those leaves and branches.
I'd like to see his life. He just missed a few of those.
Oh, that's a good run from Nolan.
Yeah, here's another look for Eagle. You know, they're splitting the gap there. We got to look at that basket.
Just needed a little more on it, and that might have had a chance.
But that was a line right there. That was looking good.
I didn't want to mess with those trees, just go around them, something really stable.
Yeah.
On to 14. This is a tough one too. He's got two gaps, headed to a hanging basket on 14.
Now this is one where, like, if you're drawing up like how a scramble should be played, you're relying on a few people's shots for certain holes. Jarrett has a really good shot on this hole with his forehand. He can usually hit both of these gaps and land on that right side, just where the basket is. And his shot was with an annex, and he still leaked it out a little bit left, so they went with Nolan's shot.
Oh, what a run right there.
That was a really good attempt. See David flicking his P2. And it looks like it catches a little bit of those trees.
At this point, I wanted to run it, but I figured might as well just lay it up and have a putt, just minimize the damage.
Oh man. Alright, so let's see. We're on to hole number 15. Sometimes there's water there, and if it is, we play it as a B.
Nolan just laces it on up there, parked.
With his shield. He loves to throw that disc. Oh man, I would have liked to see it a little bit higher because you need to give this a chance to go in, especially if Nolan parked it. You know, there's another low shot.
I try to get that height right and just a little low myself too. On to 16.
Oh man, a little bit of a late release. Yeah, you can see everybody's shirts are kind of, you know, it's pretty humid. I'm wondering if grip has a little bit to do with it now. It's pretty late in the round.
Taking my aim at our cameraman. Caleb, sorry about that.
Hey, that's a good place to land. Sometimes you can get a good skip towards the basket, but unfortunately
Yeah, that's...
Oh, let's look at that again. David,
man, he's been the clutch putter.
He has been. This is another one. Look at this.
Look at that, no doubt at all. Look at his eyes, just staring it down all the way into the basket.
He knew. Look at that. He's just walking away, looking cool.
Yeah, that's some swagger right there.
For real.
I want to be like that when I grow up.
Oof.
No one just catches a tree on the way through there.
This is an easy hole, but can sometimes be a very difficult hole because everybody just like takes it for granted, and you really still have to hit that line. Otherwise, you're left with like a circle 2 putt.
Pressure's on. There we go.
I was getting nervous after seeing 3 shanks. I was like, but that happened.
I was a little nervous too, to be honest. Here we go, slap hands. Good round, everybody. Tap discs. And the Justice parked up by the basket.
Such a good disc for this hole. I'm looking for Jarrett and Nolan to put a pretty good move on this. They like to throw a forehand with a harp or something of that sort. David can also give it a pretty good run. Let's see. Ooh, that's a good height. Oh my gosh, David almost throws it in.
That was so close. And the tap in.
So how did the round go, David?
I think it could have gone better. Definitely gone better.
Yeah.
It was a different experience. It's the first time we see somebody at the other side of the tee.
Waiting for your shot.
Waiting for your shot. And the other thing is, I think we should have planned a little bit more.
Okay.
We just went for it.
I think
What do you think, Nolan?
mostly I didn't contribute at all because
Oh.
I didn't hit any shots. So we were like playing one man down. I couldn't hit a drive in the fairway, so there it is.
I knew it was pretty good. There was a few holes that I knew I needed to contribute on. One was the one up to the flag hole on number 5. Got that done. I was surprised we used my drive on hole number 4, but a little flex over Thunderbird. The one that I knew would be a 50-50 was the hanging basket, but I just hoped that we would both get it and we would get one of the par 4s, and that just didn't happen tonight. Hole 3, that one surprised me when we didn't convert on that one. We just didn't get the job done. But 16 out of 18 isn't bad, and really the whole reason for doing this is a tribute to all the wonderful disc golf footage that we watch week in, week out, and to emulate the process and how much work that is to put together quality footage. So shout out to Joe Mez and Central Coast Disc Golf and GK Pro and all the other great, all of those, Far Save. So anyway, we had fun. We're gonna try this again, and we're gonna get the 18 next time.
Yep, definitely.